Now, I'm going to paraphrase a little bit what Jesus said in the New Testament. He said something like this. He said something now paraphrase it to like this. Whatever you shall bind upon earth shall be bind in heaven. May I use present tense, but it's past tense. Whatever you bind on earth will be bound in heaven. Whatever you loose upon earth will be loose in heaven. This is the same context they're using right here, so in the Old Testament, the same context. And I was somewhat shocked when I started to realize the New Testament understanding of that. When it says, whatever you bound on earth will be bound in heaven, and whatever you loose on earth will be loose on heaven. I used to understand that text, this is how we preach it, that it was bound in heaven first, and then it's bound on earth second. But according to the New Testament, it didn't say that. It says it was bound on earth first, meaning it becomes a law on earth first. And then because it became a law on earth first, then heaven accepted it and said, okay, this is the way you want to live. Here goes. That's your laws. That's your commandment. Let's see how your laws and commandment make you live, and what is the result of your laws and commandment. This is binding. This is your contract. Let's see what you mean, Mr. Men, Mr. Sons of Men. Let's see if your law produce what is good, or let's see if your law produce what is bad, and then we can all judge. Wisdom is justified by her children. What am I saying? When I really understand what this is, in other words, whatever government or people or groups, whatever they contractually bind amongst themselves, it is literally bound in heaven. Now, there's another understanding, another perspective to that I'm going to keep that to myself. Can't give it everything. But basically, the New Testament is saying the same thing like what is going on here. Whatever these guys contract, these lords contracted on earth for the people do, the people were violating it. So they get angry with the people and say, no, we're going to raise the temperature of these laws. These laws are going to become more restrictive unto you, and we're going to overthrow your system. Actually, in the modern time, they call this, gentrification, and there are other words that they are using presently today that I might not use, but gentrification